Imagine you live in a city where rent prices keep going up. And one year your rent is affordable, but the very next year it jumps so high that you might have to move. And to stop this, the government steps in and says no more big rent increases. And that sounds great. But what if this rule actually causes some new problems? Let's take a minute and talk about the good and the bad of rent control. Starting with the good. Many families struggle to afford housing. And rent control makes sure landlords cannot raise these prices too much. Now, this helps people stay in their homes instead of being forced to move. Let's talk about the bad. The problems rent control can cause is that the landlord might decide to stop fixing or improving their properties because they can no longer charge more rent. And some may even sell part of their units or stop renting them out altogether, which means much fewer homes are going to be available. And when there are fewer places to rent, it becomes even harder for people to find housing. Here's a few questions for you. How can we make sure that rent control helps tenants without hurting the housing supply? And are there better ways to keep housing more affordable? Last question, how do we protect renters today without making it harder for future renters? Now look, rent control is a big debate, and some people think it's the best way to keep housing fair, while others believe it actually makes things worse. And the key is to finding the right solution to help renters without causing bigger problems down the road. I would love to hear what you think. Is rent control the answer, or should we start finding a better way?